Howdy, howdy. We'll see who pops on. Oh, I need to put that up there. Why can I not pin that? Come on, Facebook. Ah! Hello, Miss... Wow. Hello, Miss Lori. Frog in my throat. Lori. Okay, get rid of that. Pin that. Hello, Carrie. I'm just starting here. So how are y'all tonight? I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. And Facebook's still goofy. Oh well. Look, I won an iPad at work. Let's see if this actually works on here, where it makes it sharing so much easier. Wow, this looks totally different than my... I don't need to be on there, that's why. I was in the wrong section. There. Oh look, there's my live. Looks weird. All right. I'm trying to see how I can change. Over there, I know how to change it to me. I'm not sure. I'm experimenting right now because I don't know how to switch this. And you don't need to hear me talk twice. All right, well, we'll hit some emojis because that helps my algorithm. So hit those for me. This is interesting. I can't switch it to me. Oh well. Guess we're not going to play with that tonight. But I need to get that off of there. Okay, that'll work. Ooh, vacation? Where are you going? Or are you staying home? Either one's fine. We'll put that to the side. Like, I just got that, so I'm not sure how everything works on that yet. Hey, Miss Kelly. How are you feeling? Let me put this transfer back away. Don't need it out anymore. I have to tell you, the shirt I'm wearing, Fierce and Fabulous, doesn't look like much, but I really like this shirt. Like, this transfer is so easy and simple. Like, it's basic, but I just really like the shirt, the way it turned out. Okay, that's good enough. So this is our March Club Couture transfer. Club Couture is Chalk Couture's monthly subscription. It comes with a B-size transfer and 3 paste singles. This is the t-shirt that I made last week with it. And then as soon as I was off the live, I promptly went and posted it in my Uplines art contest. And it got chosen as one of the top entries. And then, lo and behold, I actually was one of the top 3 winners. So I get a shopping spree. Like death. I'm so sorry, Kelly. Everybody send some good thoughts to Miss Kelly. Ooh. Ew. Yeah, the coughing sucks. And I can't tell. My eye is swollen again, and I don't know. Well, this morning it was bad. It doesn't. I know it's swollen. I don't think most people would notice it, and I have my dark, like, deep set eyes, so it's really hard to see. I don't know, but my eye is swollen again, and I don't know why. Okay, so that was the March Club Couture. My April one should be here tomorrow. I have an order coming in tomorrow. So it should show up tomorrow. And I did get an order in, but it's cutouts, and I really don't feel like pulling them out right now. They're in a box right there. I don't feel like digging them out. So, there's Kelly. There's Kelly. I still have Kelly with her broken shoulder. So we're going to take this off of here tonight. And this feels really weird. Like I sprayed something and like it's on it. I don't know. I saw a post about Misty, so I figured it might be the whole house. I'm not sure. Poor Steven. All right, so this has been on here. Well, let's see. Kelly. This is not. When did we put this on here? This has been more than a year. More than a year. I don't remember. And then this one's been on here probably a year as well. So we're just going to spray this. And I'm going to let it sit a little bit. And then we're going to take that off. So if you have joined in, and I haven't shared this anywhere, my name is Vicki. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. And we are just going to change up this board tonight. And I have a design in mind. Actually, I had 2, but one of them doesn't fit on this board. And I kind of want to take that off and put something new on here. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. And Facebook, I tell you, they keep changing things. So while that sits for a second, which I probably should have put a piece of cardboard underneath it, you broke it last April. Yeah, and we did that afterwards. And I know last year in April, I did Alphabet April because I didn't do Alphabet August. It doesn't roll off the tongue. And I thought about it. I'm like, well, I could do Alphabet April again. And I'm like, yeah, maybe not. So I don't think I'm doing Alphabet April, seeing that it's the 7th going on the 8th. So we're going to skip that. We may do it in August. And Alphabet April was, I went in order of A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, and made a project that had something that went on that theme. So, you know, I don't remember what we did for April, or sorry, A. Z, we made a zebra. I have pictures of them all. They're actually on my Instagram. But I don't remember, I don't remember what we did. I have no idea. The Z for zebra, that's the only one I can remember. I We did the quilt pattern for Q. I remember that. Quilt pattern blocks. I remember that one now. And welcome for W, because I couldn't find anything to do with welcome. I am trying to type a word. That's really not what I was looking for, but that'll work. All right. This has probably sat here long enough. We're going to use our chalk scraper right here, or paste scraper actually, and we're going to, see, this is why I should have put cardboard down. Scrape off some of this instead of having to use our paper towel to try to get it all off. It's much easier to use this. Now this has been on here more than a year. This might have actually even been E in alphabet April. I'm not sure why. I mean, that would be a good reason that E is on there. And I'm not moving my board around because I don't really want the water to go on the desk and then get the backside wet, because I want to keep that skeleton, because it's just kind of a running joke that it's Kelly. All right, so I'm going to get most of this off of here with this, and then I'm going to go more in detail to get this off and actually rub it, but I do want to put a piece of cardboard down. That way, if I do get that wet, it soaks into the cardboard instead of going on the desk and just being, just getting the other side wet. And I cannot talk. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So let's see, who are we missing tonight? Hello, Maria. Miss Ruby's on. Oh, I missed that. We are missing, I need to talk to Tiffany. I haven't talked to her in a while. Let me see how she's doing. We are missing Miss Tori and Florence. Who else pops on? Somebody else. I can't remember. Carrie is here, and Kara is missing, and Kristen's missing. They're usually on. All right, now, I did a crappy job of cleaning that, so we're gonna spray it again. And because it had sat on there for more than a year, I do know there's a ghost of an image there, but I didn't really wipe it down real well with my paper towel, so I'm gonna do another paper towel on it, because I know there's some paste left. Okay, so I know what happened last April. What happened, and I know what happened this April. What happened the April before that? And now I'm going to spray with my water. This is just water, bottled water actually. And I'm going to use my board eraser, and this is going to get the ghosting off of my board. Ghosting is just a ghost of the previous image. You can see the green. That's from those leaves that didn't want to come off. That's why it's having a ghost image. I still see it a little bit, but I think that's just because it's wet. Sometimes I may put some more elbow grease in there. Kidney. Oh shoot! Good grief, girl! Skip April. Put it. Get you a calendar now, and put it March. Skip April. Just take out April. You're not allowed to have April. All right, you're just giving that a little bit elbow grease. Make sure that's off. Oh yeah, there it goes. It was a little bit more too prominent for me. Just making sure I don't have water all over the place. All right. Now, I don't need this out anymore. Like I said, I showed y'all last week, I got some transfers. So I was really debating between doing Beaver Falls Lodge, because I just absolutely love that beaver. And I can still do the beaver. It's just too big for the board that I have out. Because even if the edge would go outside the board. It's just a wee bit bigger. And I may change my mind about doing this one. Hold on, because I wanted to do one of the newer ones. So while you're watching, if you have any questions about Chalk Couture, feel free to ask me. I can tell you what is up. Maybe we'll do Hug Me. Yeah, we're gonna do Hug Me. I was gonna do Hello Summer, but I think I'm gonna wait on that one. So let's see. Will Hug Me fit? Hug Me will fit. We're gonna do Hug Me. All right, so Chalk Couture has reusable silkscreen mesh transfers. They come nicely wrapped in a plastic protective cover, which I put mine back in afterwards and store them that way. And where is my fuzzing cloth? There it is. This is a brand new transfer. So we are going to fuzz it because I don't want it to stick too much to my surface. I want it to stick. I want to be able to take it back up. So put that over there. So we take the sticky side. See how you can see through it? That's the silkscreen mesh. This is basically silk screening. So I'm just going to put that on there. This is so I can get some fuzz on the back of it, which is basically just like some lint. So it's not completely completely stuck to the surface. See, I can't talk. This just puts a little fuzz on it, makes it easier to pull back up. Now this chalkboard is a Chalk Couture surface. It's a retired surface, so you can't get it anymore. But it was made for these, so it does come up fairly easy, but on other surfaces that are not made by Chalk Couture, you could have a dickens of a time getting your transfer back up if you don't fuzz it, or on some surfaces if you don't wax them first. You need that barrier to be able to pull the transfer back up. I think that's good. Different transfers have different stickiness. It just depends on the batch they were made in, at the factory, and all those goodies. Like anything that's manufactured, you just have to figure out how each one is. You ladies know you can go to the store and pick up the 3 exact same pairs of jeans, same size, same brand, same cut, and take them to the dressing room, and they'll all 3 fit differently. All 3. You ladies know. All right, so I want to make sure the bottom of the little planter is on the surface. And we're going to kind of just eyeball this. Good enough. I do have 2 holes up here where a string can go through it for hanging, so I'm trying to avoid those, which I'm going to cheat and just look through from the back side. It's all solid, so we're good. And now I'm going to push my transfer down so it does stick to it. We don't want any air bubbles. If we have any air bubbles, it will make it like a blob underneath the screen. All right, I need a drink of water. I have no ideas what colors we're doing. I'm obviously using some greens for the cactus. Y'all tell me, what color should we do the planter? I can't talk. What the heck is that called? All I can think of is planter. It's not a jar. Pot. Oh my God. I need to go to bed. Now, I did do paste maintenance on all these, and I haven't been back in them. So hopefully they're all like nice and mixed up. Copper. Copper or like terracotta? Is that kind of what you mean? Like the actual terracotta? Terracotta. Wow. Dune. Ooh. Now, when I did paste maintenance, I sprayed water on the top, so I'm going to still have to stir these. I'm just trying to decide what colors I want. Dune. Okay, this one's definitely getting used. That is definitely a cactus color. This is Citrus Splash. Yep, Citrus Splash. This is Spring Zing. Yes. And Parakeet. I think we'll go with those. Probably not using eucalyptus or rainforest. I'll put those back over there. And what do we have? We have copper or dune. And I don't know where those are. What the heck is that? Oh, I have another color over here. Meadow? I'm trying to figure out why I have this other pile. Oh, I have another green. I don't know why I have another pile. All right, between those, I'll take one out. Probably one of the lighter ones. And I'll figure it out from there. And we need a little pink for the flower, so we're going to use Raspberry Sorbet. Right there, that's easy enough. Or I could use guava. We'll decide on that. And we're looking for Dune with the copper stripe. I was kind of thinking that. Although, I have camel. And camel's really pretty. Well, my Dune is not open. That's Dune. My Dune's not open yet. I have almost a whole jar of almond. And they're really close. So I'm going to use almond instead of Dune. Because this one's not open. And this one is. And it really is like more than half a jar. So we're going to use that one. And I think I'm going to use camel. I do need to stir these. Camel's kind of like not copper at all. I thought it was. It's not. And I don't see my, oh, there it is. That's papaya. It was with the reds. All right, so let me stir these up. Like I said, I did paste maintenance, but I spray water after I'm done mixing them up, just so they have some extra moisture in the jar, because sometimes it's a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months before I'm back into my paste, and that extra water just helps keep them soft and in better condition. Like now, when I open it back up, it's super easy to stir. And I think I'm going to do camel with I was thinking I was going to do the camel color with an almond stripe, but maybe I should do an almond with a camel stripe. Uh-oh. I lean away from using the shimmers, especially on a brand new transfer, because all the little shimmer sparkly stuff stays on the back of the transfer, and I don't like it. It's just my own thing. Like, it goes away, but you can tell which ones you use shimmers on. That's why a lot of times I'll lean away from using them. Yeah. For my own self, I have to be careful about cleaning it so I don't get those shimmers all over everything. Alright, so we're going to do almond with a camel stripe. I need a towel. There's one. And I have an idea for the words. So I already have that in my head. That's easy. See, this one's a little bit thicker because it was thicker, and there's more of it in here than the almond. So I will probably spray some more water in this before I close it up. And I am going to do paste and peel on this because we're doing this in various stages. So we're just going to do paste and peel. We're going to do the pot, the cactus, and then the words. That's the plan. But I will need my hairdryer, which my box is sitting on. Big heavy box that's like 15 pounds of surfaces. And I have not got my short extension cord yet to use my quick dry tool with, so can't experiment with that. All right. So we are going to do almond with a camel stripe. There we go. We're doing almond with the camel stripe. So we're going to do almond. We're just going to put some in here on our squeegee. Because I have the stripe in the middle, I am just being a little careful of where I put this on. I probably should have put my glasses on. I'm not that blind, it's okay. It's just more in focus if I do. Now this one down here, we can just put the paste on and go across. The paste is water soluble, so as you saw earlier, when you spray it with water, it can come back up. You can change out your designs. It is non-toxic. If you want to make it permanent, you can use a clear sealer and do several coats with that to make it permanent. I usually do 3 coats with drying time between each coat. All right, let's get that out of the way. I'm just going to use my multi-tool on the stripe. This is why I wanted my glasses on. Better. There is actually quite a bit of room between these stripes, so this is really nice. I don't have to like be super careful about it. Sometimes the edges are right up against each other and you're like, well, shoot, I'm going to get the other one. All right, close it up for now. Like I said, we're doing paste and peel. So that was the paste. Now we're going to peel this part up. We're going to dry this. I'm lifting my board. Sorry it's loud. And the reason we're drying it now is because I'm working with several different colors, and if I don't move quick enough, the paste will dry in the screen, and when I go to remove the transfer, it's going to come back up in the screen, and the project won't look good at all. So we do paste and peel. We paste it, we peel it, we dry it, we put it back down. Works fine. Okay, so that's all dry. We're going to move this back over here. And now I'm just going to put that back down. Now, that part where the cactus is, I'm actually pushing down. The rest of this, I don't need, so I'm just going to drop it. That part I need. All right. I'm going to move that. All right. So, let's see. We're going to use those two colors, and what do you think? Should we use, I'm not sure which one's which. We're going to use these two colors, and which should be the third color? Citrus Splash or Spring Zing? Yeah, citrus or spring to go with these two. Because these are, I mean, they're different, but they're similar. So what do y'all think? Citrus or spring with these two colors? Y'all tell me. I know there's a delay, so y'all tell me. I'm gonna start mixing these up because I know that they need to be mixed up. And I'm also going to find some more mini squeegees in my little container here. Because we're using smaller areas, we're going to use smaller spring. Spring. Alright, got one vote for spring. So we're using smaller squeegees, the mini squeegees, because we're working in smaller detailed areas. This color is Parakeet. It is long retired. Came out in 2019. Well, it was around in 2019. It retired in 2019. I have 2 extra jars because this color is fabulous. Spring. Okay, we got votes for spring. So citrus is going away. Bye, citrus. Sorry. Sorry, citrus. So let me just stir these up, get them ready. I don't go and do all this beforehand because if you decide to do Couture, sorry, my nose is itchy, then this is stuff you kind of need to know. You need to know that you're supposed to, you know, make sure your paste is a good consistency. It's supposed to be yogurt or loose cake batter consistency. Now some of mine are thick yogurt. But I've done Couture for more than 2 years now, and I know what the consistency should be on some of my paste, and some of it I just know how to work with. Now they did just reformulate all the paste to our new Creamy Dreamy formula, and Lori says spring as well. Okay, spring is definitely what we're using. That's what's in my hand, Spring Zing. Spring Zing. So we're going to use that one. And all the paste, I'm using older paste because it's already open. I already own it. I'm not going to just throw it away. But all the new paste is creamy and dreamy and wonderful to use. But I have all this old paste. So I am restocking with the new colors, but I still have like old paste to use up. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just not as creamy and dreamy. Like this one is more like cottage cheese right now. Because it obviously needs... It soaked up all that extra water I put in it. It needs a little more paste maintenance, but we're gonna use this tonight and then put some more water in it and do paste maintenance later. And I am sorry, but my nose is itchy all of a sudden. And I'm gonna flip this around just because I'm gonna work this down at me instead of have to like make sure I don't get on that part of the transfer. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix up. All right. You think, is that guava? Yeah. For the flower, guava or raspberry sorbet? I thought raspberry, but now I'm kind of leaning towards guava. It's just got that one little flower on the top. So should we do guava or raspberry? And I am going to get another towel. And I'm so excited. I have several scrapbooks that I've bought, so all my B-size transfers that haven't had a home can have a home now. I got to kind of reorganize. And I am putting all the transfers I own into an Excel spreadsheet. So it's kind of a little slow because I'm going through one scrapbook at a time first, and then I'm going to put stuff into them afterwards, and then I have all the cardboard envelopes with the big transfers to go through as well. Okay, Carrie says guava. See, I'm kind of leaning towards guava. I thought raspberry, but then guava just seems more like the cactus flower. We'll wait and see if Lori and Kelly chime in. Kelly might have fallen asleep. And I'm going to go ahead and do some of these cacti. Cacti. I'm going to do the one in the back with meadow. Yeah, meadow. I already have something in mind for the words. Sorry. Yeah, this one's a little bit thicker than I would want it, but it'll work. It definitely needs more water in it. I am not going to waste time on doing that right in this second. Because that one is so much thicker, it will probably dry quicker than I want it. So I'm just going to speed through doing this with the colors real quick. And I have another squeegee somewhere. Oh, they're in the other room. That's where they're at. All right, we'll just use this one. All right, guava it is. I was going to go ahead and do the flower, but I'm worried about that drying in the screen, so the flower we can do here shortly. Okay, that's looking really cute. Let me just dry that real quick. Like, you can totally change this up and do the flower pot in like really bright colors, and it'll have a totally different feel to it. I'm trying to make this one a little bit subtle, more deserty. The hairdryer is just on a cool setting. It's not on hot. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna lay that down. Where the flower's at didn't even lift up. All right, I am gonna close up my paste though and clean some squeegees because I need them. I'm gonna get this stuff out of the way first. That is that color. Almost forgot to add water. So if you've joined in and you're watching but you're not commenting, feel free to say hello, hit that thumbs up button or the heart. You can follow the page so you know when I go live next. I need to clean these. I need more water. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't need that anymore, I don't think. Now my name is Vicki. I am an independent designer with Couture. And tonight we are using our Hug Me transfer and our paste to change out this board beforehand. Or when we started tonight, the board had 2 fern leaves on it, like really big fern leaves, and the word Explore on it. We took that off. That was on there for more than a year. And now we are putting one of our new spring-summer transfers on. And we're going to see how this looks here shortly. I'm just cleaning up my squeegees because my other squeegees that I normally would have in here are still sitting on the sink from when I used them last time. I forgot to bring them back in here before we started tonight. And also, if I don't use these, then they're already clean. Or use them again, then they're already clean. This is just water and a towel. It does not take a lot of effort to clean these. Now this one has a little bit too much paste on it. All right, much better, except for where I just didn't clean it well last time. Yeah. Now, anybody that watches me regularly knows when I'm doing ink. The shirt was done with Couture ink, not paste. That when we're doing a transfer, I'm always watching my hands to make sure I don't have ink, because it's permanent anywhere where I'm going to end up putting it back or leaving fingerprints on a shirt or a banner or things like that. If you're using chalk paste, it's not as much of an issue because I can put fingerprints on the side and then wipe them away with water and a towel. It's not a big deal. All right, so we're doing guava on the little flower. And we're going to save the flower for last because I'm going to do the word first. And then we're going to do the flower and just pull up the whole thing. So let me get a drink here. And we're going back to the colors we used. Like I said, I'm making this one more desert feel. And I'm going to do a little ombre on this part. So ombre is, well, Hot Mess is technically adult finger painting. This one, I'm going to do a little blending with my finger, not necessarily finger painting itself, but I'm going to use my finger to blend. I just find it's easier if I use my finger to blend. Some people will use the squeegees. I'm not. Ooh, that's a lot. I don't need that much. So I just put the color in the middle. Now I'm putting the color on the edge, and that is a lot. Now because I'm going to blend these colors, I can't put the extra back into the jar. A lot of times on mixed up colors, I will have a little, like I keep little containers that I put mixed up colors in because I can use them again. This is going to be brown. I don't need any extra brown. All right, so now I'm just going to blend using my finger. And I have way too much paste on there. It's always hard to tell how much paste I need because sometimes it just is thicker or thinner. And the more you blend, the more you can get it different colors. You can use more than 2 colors. You can put a whole slew of colors on there if you want. I want this. All right. Now, unfortunately, I need a towel. That's not the unfortunate part. Unfortunately, I'm just going to throw all this paste away. But it is wet right now, so I'm going to leave that wet. It's not going to dry while it's wet. Like, it's not going to dry on the screen. I'm going to close this. We're going to do the flower real quick is where I'm going. And then I'm just going to take the paste off and pull the transfer all at one time. I'm kind of like doing several things at once. And making y'all wait. The suspense is killing you! Alright. And I'm going to use the bigger squeegee instead of the little minis to get all that extra paste up. It's just easier. I really think this is going to look great. I love mixing words like that. It just makes the words pop. All right, we're going to get our guava, which we have not mixed. So we're down at the end of our guava jar. That's one of the new colors in the Creamy Dreamy formula that's going to be showing up soon. And I can just go right into it. The guava I've actually had, it came in my starter kit in February of 2019. That's how long I've had this color. That's how long this paste has lasted. Like, some of them dry out a little bit quicker, but most of the time, if you're taking care of your paste and checking on them and using them, if you don't just put them in a box and don't see them for 6 months, they should last. They should last you quite a while. All right, I'm excited to see what this looks like. Get that out of the way. All right, we're going to use the bigger squeegee to pull all this extra paste off. You can use the squeegee if you want to blend it more. I'm not concerned about blending it more because I think it looks great. Now, I do have a little on the edge where it came off while I was sliding across. We're going to clean that up here shortly. All right. I'm just going to peel this way. Very cute. This is just going to go in my tray that I use as a holding area. I will take that to the sink shortly and clean it off. Soap? No. Water and my hand will get rid of most of the paste that's on there. This one's wet. So I have a little bleed, not bleed over, a little oopsie right there. And I have one right here. And we're going to get rid of that. And I will tell you that I pulled up some of the guava. When I lifted the transfer, I didn't lift it all the way properly. And I kind of pulled some of it back up. So I'm going to use my detail tool. And we're going to add a little bit back onto it. This is our detail tool. It's got a smaller, it's smaller than the multi-tool. See? And then this side, if you take that off, it's just got a small tip on there for doing small little areas like this that I'm going to fix real quick. because it needs more. It needs more. Like, I don't like that I took up that much of the flower. And I'm not brushing this on, I'm just kind of dotting it on and kind of filling it in. Like they do those sugar cookies with that icing, where they make those fancy designs. I'm kind of doing that. Now it's going to be a little bit thicker there than the rest of it, so I'm just going to kind of add a little bit more to it. It's almost going to make it 3D when it dries, probably. And if I wanted to, I could add, you know, other pieces, other flowers elsewhere, but I'm not. Okay, that's good enough. Close that, that's clean. Now, close that back up. All right, I'm gonna hit this with the hairdryer real quick. I didn't think I needed it. I do. I just gotta remind myself not to touch the flower because it is thicker. It won't dry, like the top will be dry, but if I put pressure on it, it's not dry. Couture, let me know. You can put them in the comments or you can message me directly. Let's see. I do have a YouTube channel that I've started, and that is right there. If you want to go ahead and go over there and subscribe, that would be awesome. I'm letting this dry a little bit longer because that flour is thicker. And then, of course, I haven't mentioned, I have an MVP group. I run specials and giveaways in there. And I just posted the MVP group. There. So let's flip this around. This is very, like, very subtle, very desert feeling. I like it. It's funny, I had it up with that heart, and you can see that heart behind the hole above Hug Me. We'll drop it down. So there is tonight's little project. It's very cute. I do like it with the dune with the camel stripe. I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out, but I do like it. So good call on that one. And then I just reversed with the darker color, more on the words, with the dune stripe. Dune and camel, or not dune, almond actually, which is very close to dune, almond and camel for our pots. Hey Denise! Didn't know you were on. So there's that. Very cute. So that's our project for tonight. I'm planning on going live tomorrow. There's no games for me to score keep. So, barring anything unforeseen, I should be on tomorrow. Don't know what my project is. I'm supposed to get a box tomorrow, so we may have a box of goodies to play with. And like I said, I have surfaces down here that I need to go through as well. Trucks and bunnies and cutouts and all sorts of stuff. So that's it for tonight. If you have questions about anything or need more information, let me know. And I will be glad to help you. And we will see you next time. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Hug me. Y'all have a good night. Bye.